Good day and thank you for joining us on Beetv News Update at 3. I am Lee Britzman Johanna. Now the news in details. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Wednesday in Lagos inaugurated a committee on strategy, conflict resolution and mobilization to resolve conflicts within the All Progressive Congress as it approaches the 2027 general elections. The committee, which comprises governors of the parties, members of the Federal Executive Council and other notable stakeholders, asked the governor of Yobe State, Mai Bala Buni, as chairman, and Mus Banire, former legal advisor of the APC, as member and secretary.
That we as political leaders, we must live, accommodate, and be very tolerant. And have an experienced man as a chairman. He's seen a lot of conflict. I understand the genesis of our party, APC. It will do, a very good job of bringing all of us together in one fold.
Your Excellency, sir, the assignment before this committee is no doubt tasking, but with your support, shared commitment and zeal, I have no doubt that by the grace of God, this is a mission accomplished. To my colleagues on the committee, I want to assure you that it will be a teamwork that is open, transparent, and shared with everyone on board for us to collectively succeed and deliver the desired results.
The presidency on Thursday dismissed as false claims suggesting that President Bola Tinubu has replaced his Chief of Staff Femi Gbajamiamila with his principal private secretary Hakeem Munire Okunola. The special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, in a statement described the claim as a fabrication by mischievous purveyors of fake news whose sole aim is to create disharmony within the government. Onanuga urged news media to always verify their information before publishing or sharing on social media. Reports of Gbajamiamila exits gained traction on social media platforms on Wednesday, with some accounts suggesting an imminent shake-up in the presidency administrative structure. The reports followed an earlier speculation in September 2024 about a possible cabinet reshuffle that suggested Gbajamiamila might be replaced with a former Works and Housing Minister, Babatunde Fashola, identified as a likely replacement, or alternatively, Muri Okunola if Fashola declines. The Nasarawa State House of Assembly has passed the 2026 appropriation bill of 545.2 billion naira into law. The House increased the 2026 budget by 27.6 billion naira from the 517.5 billion naira earlier presented by Governor Abdullahi Sule. The Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Danladi Jatwa, announced the passage of the bill during proceedings in Lafia, the state capital, on Tuesday. The Speaker said that the bill, if assented to by the governor, would enable the state government to initiate people-oriented projects for the overall development of Nasarawa State. He commended all the House standing committees for their efforts and for doing a good job on the budget. Jatwa further urged the executive arm to ensure full implementation of the budget as passed, if finally assented to. The Speaker explained that the budget's 27.6 billion naira increment from the initial projection was due to the current surge of inflation in the market.
A bill for a law to authorize the issue out of the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the state as appropriation of the sum of 545.2 45,182,100,910 naira 14 kobo only for the services of Nasarawa State Government for the period of 12 months commencing from 1st January 2026 and ending 31st December 2026, third reading and pass.
Seven members of the Zamfara State House of Assembly, elected on the platform of People's Democratic Party (PDP), have defected to the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), citing alleged disregard for constitutional provisions, prolonged suspension, and what they describe as the erosion of legislative independence in the state. The lawmakers announced their defection late on Wednesday, December 24, 2025 in Gusau, the state capital, following what they said were extensive deliberations on the state of affairs within the Zamfara legislature. According to them, the assembly has been poorly managed and reduced to what they describe as an extension of the executive arm, functioning largely as a rubber stamp for Governor Dauda Lawal. They alleged that the situation has undermined democratic principles and silenced the voices of their constituents. The lawmakers disclosed that they had been illegally suspended for nearly 2 years, a development they said effectively disfranchised the people who elected them. As a result, they said they form a parallel House of Assembly through which they have continued to challenge what they describe as illegal actions of both the executive and the government-recognized faction of the legislature. An explosion has ripped through a mosque in northeastern Nigeria as worshippers gathered for their evening prayers, killing at least 5 people and wounding dozens more, police said. The blast took place at about 6 p.m. on Wednesday in the city of Maiduguri in Borno State, witnesses told the media. Police said 5 people died and 35 were injured in the attack, which it said is likely a suicide attack. Preliminary investigations further suggest that the incident may have been a suicide bombing based on the recovery of fragments of a suspected suicide vest and witnesses' state's record. While investigations were ongoing to establish the exact cause and circumstances, Nahum Dasso, spokesman for Borno State Police Command, said in a statement. Dasso said police were conducting a sweep of the area in Maiduguri's Gamburu's market in search of security devices. Mosque leader Malam Abuna Yusuf earlier told the AFP news agency that at least 8 people had died in the attack, while military leader Babakuru Kolo put the figure at 7. The cause of the blast was not immediately known, but it occurred in a city that has been at the heart of an armed rebellion waged by Boko Haram and ISIS offshoots in the region, the Islamic State West African province, for nearly 2 decades. Two people lost their lives in a diesel tanker explosion early Thursday along the Badagry Expressway, Lagos. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority has confirmed. The incident occurred at the Auto Ijakun axis near Lagos State University of Education, while a truck carrying diesel reportedly lost control while attempting to overtake another vehicle, causing it to crash and ignite. LATMA Director of Public Affairs and Enlightenment Department, Mr. Adebayo Tafiq, confirmed this in a statement posted on the agency X page on Thursday. The statement read, "Preliminary findings from security investigations indicate the unfortunate incident was precipitated by excessive speed, as the tanker driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle while attempting to overtake another road user." They also notified the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service Ojo Unit, the Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC, and the Janikun Police Division for emergency response and security reinforcement. In a critical intervention, LATMAN officers prevented members of the public from attempting to scoop spilled diesel from the scene, a dangerous act that could have triggered further explosions and fatalities. And now to business news. Banks have warned their customers to beware of fraudulent activities during the season of festivities. The warning was contained in emails and content on their social media pages, which advises customers to pay extra attention during the Yuletide season. The report.
According to Pishmikofen, scams become rife during holidays due to the plethora of activities marking the end of the year. The methods of scam can involve criminal posing as trusted companies or contacts to steal personal information, credential, or money via emails or messages that encourage victims to click links, provide sensitive data, or download malware. Warning bank customers against falling for the tricks of the fraudsters. First Bank in an email to its customers said, "We have observed new fraud trends targeting mobile apps, mobile wallets, and USSD banking channels. Fraudsters use social engineering and fake apps to steal your banking codes while claiming to offer you some kind of assistance," said the lender. The Federal Inland Revenue Service has accredited PwC Nigeria as a system integrator for Nigeria's mandatory e-invoicing system under the Monitoring, Billing and Settlement platform. PwC announced the accreditation in a statement saying accreditation is part of broader efforts by the tax authorities to transform digital tax administration, increase transparency, and improve the integrity of transaction-level tax reporting in Nigeria. Commenting on the development, partner and tax and regulatory service leader at PwC Nigeria, Chijioke Webute, said e-invoicing integrates tax compliance directly into everyday business activities. He added that the accreditation reinforces PwC's role in supporting organizations to comply and report with confidence. The managing director of Coleman Technical Industry Limited, George Onafowokan, has projected that the relative macroeconomic stability will lead to sustained growth in the manufacturing sector in 2026. According to a statement, Onafowokan, also the chairman of the Ogun State Manufacturing Association of Nigeria, based this optimistic outlook on the economy, characterized by a steadier naira and a downward trend in inflation. He noted that the current economic hovering between 3.4 and 3.9% provides a solid foundation for manufacturers to scale their operations in the coming year. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
And in entertainment news, Nigeria's superstar Tiwa Savage has stirred social media admiration after hosting a lavish Christmas dinner where she personally gifted $500 to every guest in attendance, which is approximately 750,000 naira, the reports.
The singer, known for her philanthropic gestures and festive celebrations, ensured everyone left the event with a token of appreciation. The Christmas dinner, filled with family, friends, and industry colleagues, was highlighted by Tiwa's gesture of giving cash to each guest, many describe as a perfect example of spreading love beyond social media posts. The intimate gathering combined festive cheer, good food, and generous gifting. Social media users shared their reactions, expressing admiration and joy for the singer's generosity. Nollywood couple Frederick Leonard and Peggy Oviri have reportedly parted ways, with details about their marriage emerging online. It would be recalled that the entertainment figures tied the knot on November 19, 2022 in a traditional wedding ceremony held in Warri, Delta State. In an Instagram post that has left social media buzzes, Stanley, a veteran movie producer, claimed that the duo have parted ways for a lengthy period. The movie producer alleged that the couple were violent and their marriage was coercive. Rumors of a split between Peggy Ovire and Frederick Leonard emerged in 2023 after she was spotted without a wedding ring. Russell Brand have been charged with 2 further offenses, including 1 count of rape, the Metropolitan Police has said. In a new statement, the police force said the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, has authorized an additional charge of rape and a charge of sexual assault relating to 2 further women. The broadcaster, comedian, and actor previously pleaded not guilty to 5 charges, including 2 counts of rape, 2 counts of sexual assault, and 1 count of indecent assault in relation to 4 women. Mr. Brand, 50, is due to appear at Westminster Magistrate Court on 20 January 2026 in relation to the 2 new charges. And that's it on the entertainment news. Evelyn Izibli reporting for Beetv News.
And lastly, on sports news, As the 2025 African Cup of Nations AFCON heads into the second round of group matches, Morocco is proving that its preparation extends far beyond hosting a continental tournament. The 35th edition of the Benio tournament, featuring 24 African national teams, kicks off on 21st December and will run until 18th January 2026. Matches are taking place across 9 venues in 6 Moroccan cities, from modern stadiums to training grounds and fan facilities. Morocco's infrastructure is already gaining praise from visitors and football experts alike. A source on the ground in Morocco told Vanguard, "Forget AFCON, Morocco is ready for the world." In terms of infrastructure, Morocco is comparable to any in the world, from Rabat to Fez. The facilities here are beyond AFCON standard. Beyond the on-field action, the smooth organization of the tournament has caught attention. Efficient transport between cities, top-tier stadiums,